Sometimes the game of soccer is very simple. There's open players and we can just pass the ball around and continue to go forward. Like here in this example. But often it gets more complicated. We are in areas that are very tight and we have to create space for ourselves before we can play out of difficult situations. Here, I'm on the ball, getting away from the first pressure to make a pass. So every single time I have to be aware of my surroundings. Do I have space or do I need to create space for myself? I create space with a little cutback or with a little dribble or a little move, but always being aware where my opponents are. Sometimes I'm dealing with more than one opponent. So I really have to understand where my space is and exploit that space. Obviously, while I'm creating space for myself, I need other players that stay in support or create support for me in all directions, ideally. In front of the ball, the side of the ball, and behind the ball. So constantly, I'm scanning the field while I'm looking to get on the ball. And when I get on the ball, I'm already aware what the situation is and what I need to do to create a little bit of space for myself to then create a pass. We call this evading pressure to create a pass. I can only become an effective passer if I'm able to dribble the ball, have full control over the ball, and get away from these little pressure situations. Because if there's a player in front of me from the opponent, it's tough for me to make a passing play. So I have to evade this pressure with a little dribble, with a little cut, with a little push. So every time I'm under pressure, I'm looking to change the angle and create some space for myself to make that successful pass.